There was this young man named LeTourneau who in 1901 ended up leaving school and went to work in a foundry so that he could help support his family. And while he was working at this foundry, he was, as a 14-year-old, typical boy that was probably more ADHD than most, he would fiddle and play with the things that he had learned during the day, and he began to put together, formulate these implements that would go on machinery for agriculture. And in the course of all of this time and building his creativity, World War I started, and he ended up going into the Navy. When he came back from World War I, found himself financially pretty much destitute. He became frustrated with himself after a while because he didn't feel like his career was going anywhere. And in a really important conversation that he had with his pastor said to him, "Please understand, Robert, that God needs Christian businessmen." He had grown up as a Christian young man thinking that in order to be used for God's work, you had to be either a pastor full-time or work in the mission field in some foreign country. And he didn't realize that his business and what he was creatively coming up with could be used for God's glory. So he went home that day, talked to his wife, Evelyn, and told her, said, "Evelyn, I think I'm going to just start creating these things that I have going on in my head, these implements and these earth-moving machines, and I'm gonna start off with a new business partner." And she asked him who the partner was, and he quickly said, "I'm just gonna have God as my business partner." And his wife said to him one day, "Maybe what we need to do is stop giving God 10% of our money and us living on 90, maybe what we need to do is give God 90 and us live on 10. It's not about how much of my money I give God. It's more about how much of God's money I keep for myself. As believers in a household of faith, we are called to support each other and help each other and carry one another's burdens. That's difficult to do if our finances are all locked up and we're in a position where we're living either totally to what we make or beyond our means. So much of what we talk about here in investing in the lives of other Christians has to do with the way we see eternity. And when I talk about investing in the life of someone else or investing in the kingdom, I am taking resources that God is giving me here on earth and I'm investing them for eternity. This time that I have here on the face of the earth is just a preschool. It's like pre-eternity. It's nothing but a vapor. It's short. And what I invest here versus what I invest in eternity, two opposite things I need to consider. I need to look at that and say, am I investing more in my retirement for 20 years on earth than I am my entire retirement in eternity? Am I more concerned about the years that I won't be working while I'm alive versus the years that I'm in heaven? I would hope that my investment would be more eternal than it would be earthly, because I'm going to leave here. I'm not going to be here maybe to even enjoy the retirement that I put aside, but everything that I send ahead of me eternally will be there for me when I get there.